We're live. So for those that are tuning in, this is obviously going to be reposted on my YouTube. So we do our best to actually give as much insight, or at least preach what we practice. See, a lot of people like to talk the talk, but people don't walk the walk. So at least the information that you're about to get here today is actually information that I have experienced, let alone my boy Mont has experienced. All right. So for those that are tuning in, like I said, like I posted, we're going to be truly trying to make this more organic. Like, I normally try to set up certain questions just because if people don't come here and don't ask specific questions, we don't want to sit around and wait. So I'll try to have questions already ready. But we try to have this conversation of me and my boy right here, a highly respected person. That's the main reason why I put him on this live. We try to have an organic, not even try, but have an organic conversation. That's the reason why we started doing these lives. The fact that we pretty much would sit in a car and then realize the information that we're pretty much bouncing back and forth of each other is information that we feel like people need to hear. All right. So obviously, some of us are more experienced in other aspects. That's why we're going to pretty much be talking about, like I just said, mindset, marketing, and muscles. So meanwhile, I wait for my boy to pull up. I'm just going to start it off like this. The first topic that we're going to discuss is about mindset. Now, the thing with mindset that I want people to understand is that with mindset, obviously, you could listen to your daily motivation, bullshit like that, but that's really not going to pretty much help you out if you don't learn how to control your mind. See, that's the problem nowadays. People are not trying to learn how to control their mind. They're trying to learn how to get rich, how to do this, how to do that. But actually, majority of things in life that you are trying to achieve can actually all happen just by learning how to control your mind. The more you learn how to control your mind, the more you're able to succeed in life in all aspects. All right. So with that being said, I do want to mention that for those that are tuning in, keep in mind that when you're going through life, you have to understand, you have to look at your life like you're stepping out the box, like stepping out in a third person view, like not looking at through your lens, but literally look at it like you're looking at it a third person view and realize, pretty much ask yourself this, because most people, when they're going through life, we all go through it. We're all going through hard times, depression, sad moments, etc. Whether it could be, you lost a loved one, whether it could be financially, you're not doing so well, or your business is not doing so good, or maybe you just lost your job. So all these things that I like to say is life starts kicking your ass. But most people don't understand that with the mindset, with the proper mindset, you could actually overcome all these things. And what I mean by that, we'll tune more into it, especially when my boy hops on live. But what I want people to understand is that you have to look at your third person outside and stop being so, stop talking down on yourself. Another big thing is self-talk. The way you speak to yourself, the way you speak about your problems, the way you speak, like, let's say if you're going through an issue, you shouldn't be like, I'll never get through this. It's more like, I've been through worse and I'm going to get through this. You get me? It's definitely the way that you speak to yourself, the self-talk, etc. With that being said, also, you got to keep in mind that when you're going through hardships, this is actually the moment that this is the moment that you would actually experience the best energy in the world. What do I mean by that? When you're actually going through negative, you're going through some sort of bad energy. But if you learn how to control your mind, you could actually turn that negative energy to unlimited energy. It's like the example that I always give guys when you go through a breakup, right? When you go through a breakup, I tell guys that's fucking amazing. Because when you go through a breakup, you're actually getting this unlimited energy. And what do I mean by that? I hear guys all the time tell me when they go through a breakup, they can't sleep. Or if, you're having money problems, when you're stressing the fuck out, everyone normally says this, when they're stressed the fuck out, it's so hard for them to go to sleep. Which that's why I look at it as it's an unlimited energy. So when you're going through life and you're feeling all sad, mopey, and down, this is pretty much at a time that you're getting unlimited energy. But it depends on how you use it. Because if you don't learn how to control your mind, then you're not going to be able to use it the right way. So what I always say to people is, if this is unlimited energy, you have to transfer that energy. Instead of being sad, mopey, and down about everything that you're going through, you have to transfer it and start doing actions that are going to get you out of that. Like, some people say, oh, I just lost my job. They're sad and moping. So what would you do late at night if you can't go to sleep and you know you just lost your job and you got bills about to come and you got bills that you have to handle? So instead of being sad and moping and bitching that you lost your job, bitching that your business is not doing so good, that's when you use that unlimited energy that you're able to stay up all night because you can't go to sleep. You use it to take action. For example, if you lost your job, you better get on LinkedIn, fix your resume, start looking for a fucking job, start looking for everywhere that you could go. So that's all mindset right there. How you control your mindset and what you do with it. So even as people tune in, like I was basically mentioning, the topic that we're talking about right now is mindset. So when you're going through shit, whether it's a breakup, something sad, it could be anything, a person that you lost, you have to transfer that energy. And what I always say, like my boy here with his fucking tag, shut that soft ass shit up. Not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but what I'm trying to say is that your life is probably someone's heaven on earth. Meaning what you're going through, you might feel like you're going through hell, but somebody would wish to have a life that you're basically living. So you have to change your perspective, and that all comes down to actually being able to control your mind. So the more and more that I speak upon it, I'm talking about the negative side, all this other stuff. I'm saying transfer that energy, unlimited energy. Hold on. That unlimited energy and then pretty much use it to your advantage. Like, for example, when a motherfucker gets his heart broken, he could sit around moping, be in bed all day, bitching and that his chick don't want him, or he could actually utilize that energy to get his ass up, start working on a skill or a trade, make more money, get more muscles, and figure it out. At the end of the day, you can't just be negative all the time. You have to learn how to control your mind. What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Yo, how you doing?
Great, I'm doing great. So pretty much, I already just started up. I'm letting them know, like we announced it. We're just pretty much, hopefully this shit don't go to an hour long. We're gonna try to keep it short, sweet, and simple. Not try to give too much game, but pretty much keep it more organic. I don't really have a whole bunch of questions. It's more like topics today, just to like shoot the shit,
Yeah,
basically.
real quick, I wanted to touch on what you were saying about like someone's life could be someone else's um heaven, like someone's hell could be someone else's heaven type shit.
Okay,
Um,
go ahead, speak on it.
yeah, I agree with that. Like I always said that like everybody has the same position in life, and that position is that you're always doing better and worse than somebody else. Like
Facts.
everybody is in that position. So that's why life is fair on a general perspective.
I feel you. I feel you.
There's always somebody doing better than you and always somebody doing worse than you. And that applies to everybody.
Then it always leads to, like I always mention, when you look at certain things, it makes you more grateful. It's like some shit that my mama used to say when I used to eat food all the time and I never want to eat it. She'll be like, there's kids out in Africa that don't even have food.
Yeah.
Bro, about to rob a bank and give advice, hack and sack shit. I do look like I'm about to rob a bank, right? Yeah. But yo, nah, but going back to what we were mentioning, nah, I truly always, that's like a mindset of mine. So like going on with the mindset, I try to tell people, a lot of people say, wow, you have such a great mindset. You're so disciplined. How you get to the bag, how you do this, how do you work out? And it's all really just like learning how to control your mind. I feel like people are not even trying to learn how to control their mind.
Word.
Like that's where I was wanted to focus on. Like for example, like even if you could touch up on the topic, like how do you basically control your mind? Like what have you done to be able to control your mind to be able to achieve all the success that you have in your life?
Um, I've been up and down with it, but it's like recently I've been able to really hone in on it. Like, but I would say really with isolation, that was the main thing. Like just isolating myself away from everything and everybody
Okay,
and just focusing on myself and like trying to figure out why I'm struggling with certain things.
facts. Actually, that's very a key point. A lot of people are not even able to isolate
But
themselves. Yeah, I like that you even brought that up because a lot of people always want to be around somebody. They want to be around people. Actually, I feel like the best growth that ever occurred to me is when I actually learned how to isolate myself and just, focus on myself. Because when you isolate yourself, I always say is in some sense of form, it's like self-love because then all you really have to focus is on yourself. But when you're linking up with a group of people, you start trying to do what other people want to do.
Right, and you people forget that you rub off each other's energy, so you gotta remember like you gotta focus on your own energy because hanging out with people every day, you're gonna like rub off on other people's energy, and you're gonna be losing yourself in the mix type shit.
Facts. No, it's definitely true. But yeah, so like I said, it's all about controlling mindset and shit, and being careful. Like, obviously, people know, like, watch out your environment. Stuff that we talk about, honestly, some people already know, but it's a reminder. And like I said before, even if you know this shit but don't do shit about it, it's really worthless information in your head. Like I always say, it's better to be the person that doesn't know this shit than it's better to be the person that doesn't know this shit compared to the person that knows what to do and then you ain't doing shit about it.
Or
Because people like to say, "Oh, I already know this shit. It's just common sense." Well, common sense ain't so common if you ain't following it. Everybody knows that they gotta watch what they fucking eat, but still they choose to fucking eat garbage. Everybody knows that they're supposed to go hit the gym and just work out for like 30 minutes or an hour, and people still don't do that shit. So it doesn't matter if you know shit, but if you don't do shit and actually learn how to control your mind and make your mind tell your body what to do. See, that's the problem with most people. They're not learning how to control their mindset, and that's why I wanted to talk about more in depth about controlling your mindset, basically.
or yeah, that all comes with conscious awareness, and that's like what I made the video about. Like, instead of developing habits, make sure you're actually just doing everything with conscious awareness. Like you're paying attention every time you're doing something instead of just passively doing it, going through the motion. A lot of people just go through the motion of things just and they don't even realize they did something.
Facts.
So it's like that conscious awareness is gonna help you realize and question things more. Like, oh damn, I'm really ODing. I'm abusing this. I'm doing this too much of this. Or
Now that's 100% true because I remember when we talked about that last time, we were going back and forth talking about habits, and you pretty much put it in my head and made me realize, um, yo, I fuck them cars, y'all be spending facts stuff. Yo, it don't matter where we at, man, as long as the information is valid, is what I
the
say. But
game has to be given.
nah, I'm on the move right now, and like I said, I'm a man of my word. If I said I'm going live at 8, wherever I'm at, I'm going live for you guys.
Or
But like I said before, the whole mindset and conscious thing, I think sometimes people fail to realize, like all my life, I've always been a fucking rebel. And I fucking love the fact I've been a rebel to the point, like, if motherfuckers are going left, I'm going right. And I never like to follow the crowd because I always felt like the crowd was going in the wrong way. Like most people wanted to go, like I'm not trying to come at people. If you got a job, a well-paying job, congrats, pat on the back. If you support your family, all good. But if there was a way to get more money, why would you not take that route? And most people know that it's sales, entrepreneurship, things like that. And it all goes back to being conscious, like what you were mentioning before, like being aware of your surroundings, being aware of what you're being programmed. Like these rap songs, these like things that are being proclaimed on the news, what we're watching on social media. Nowadays, people's mindset, they have no control that they're literally wasting hours on their phone just looking at content. They
yeah,
can't even
consuming.
focus on shit. Talk about they want to make millions of dollars, but they can't even focus on getting off a fucking phone and staring at big booty bitches, entertainment, funny comedy bullshit. Like people really have no control over their mindset. And I'm not sitting here and act like I'm perfect in any sense, any shape, way, or form. Of course, I'll catch myself doing this shit. I'll catch myself being entertained by social media. But then it all goes back to how good at you are controlling your mind that you can literally blink and cure your fucking brain and say, yo, I got to get off this. I wasted
Right.
enough time. It's been
That's where
15, 20 minutes. What am I doing?
that's where that conscious awareness kicks in. Where you're like, whoa, like you got to question what you're doing. Like instead of just passively doing it, I'd be seeing people passively just hours scrolling. Like shit, crazy.
Facts. And I'm not gonna lie, that used to be me.
Yeah,
I
nah,
used to be
yeah.
hours
I
and
caught myself
hours.
doing it.
It's like the big thing that most people don't know. Like, okay, TikTok's being banned, right? Or they're trying to ban it, right? But why? Why is Donald Trump trying to ban it? Well, for those that don't know, TikTok over here, they're shooting algorithm to kids to look at pointless, meaningless shit. But if you go out to their country, their side, and the foreign side, what is going on out there in China and all, what are they seeing in their algorithm? They're seeing educational shit. And this is shit that Trump brought up, basically saying, I see what you motherfuckers are doing to America. You're making us more stupider, making us more distracted off of stupid shit instead of focusing on what really can upgrade us and level us up as even a nation or a city, whatever you want to call it.
And it's crazy because it's called social media. It was really meant for us to connect through the platforms and meet up and socialize and network. That's
Yeah,
what it was really
facts.
meant. That's what it's
Now,
really
so
meant for.
how would you look? So how would we know you live at 8 if you telling us get off the phone? See, I'm not telling you to get off the phone. See, that's where you got it wrong. I'm saying be more conscious of what you're doing on your fucking phone. So if you're hopping on my live to actually get some useful information that might level you the fuck up, then that shit is worth watching. But if you hopping on some shit to learn how to get the new glitch on Call of Duty, then I don't know if that's really going to help you out in life. I mean, if it helps you in your game and your gamer friends, or if you make money off of streaming and games, that's a different story. That's business right there. But if you ain't making jack shit off of video games and all this other bullshit, I say you wasting your time, ladies and gentlemen.
But
But that's just me. To each his own. Everybody live their life how they want at the end of the day. I'm not here to change anybody's fucking mindset of how they want to look at life. I'm here just to explain my experience and my mindset. He said sneak
you
into
gotta come at 5 a.m.
yo, you already seen the video. And yo, and you know what's funny? I had to make that video because I was telling a lot of my friends, I'm like, yo, no excuses. You could enter the gym at 5 a.m. easily. People were like, yo, you serious? Like I would have people literally hit me up, yo, that little story. So I said, fuck it. That's why I made that reel. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna record step by step of me walking into the gym absolutely free. Just to show people this ain't no bullshit.
Yeah, you gotta come at 4:59, 4:58, right before they open.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If you really want to do that, by all means. But like I tell people, yo, get your money up and just be able to buy that membership so you could be able to go anytime you want. Because sometimes your schedule might not fit. If you're a person that wakes up early and got to go to work early, you're not going to be able to hit the gym at 5 in the morning. So if you're trying to enter there for free, then you're out of luck right there.
But
But yeah, if y'all have any questions, feel free to shoot them out. I'm gonna continue basically just shooting out topics like I was just mentioning. What I was going to mention about like the mindset, focus, and all these other things was also here. Let me see. I just have like a little memoir right here. Like I said, we're not really gonna be asking questions. We try to keep this shit organic so people don't feel, this shit scripted. This is just straight, like I would say, top of the dome. We straight freestyling with this shit. Yeah, so this is another big topic that I want to discuss about. I mentioned it before, and we were literally talking about it before, Ma. How do you feel about? I'll let you actually speak upon this first, but how do you feel about people that are more concerned about living a happy life?
um, oh yeah, I remember we did talk about that. Yeah, people shouldn't be trying to be happy because that happiness comes and goes. It's like an emotion. Like you should uh instead try to master peace, like being at peace. That's more peace is more valuable than happiness.
Thanks. And I bring up the happiness topic because all right, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit, but I bring up the happiness topic because I have a lot of mentors of mine that made me realize this, that a lot of us like happiness is more like, I hope I don't get bashed by a woman by this, but sometimes I always say happiness is like a little kid and a woman's trait. It's like I feel like women being at peace is being happy. Nah, you're not lying. But my thing is this. It depends on what type of peace and what happiness you're looking for. Because when you really see it, happiness to me, the way I look at it, makes people start indulging in bullshit. For example, people are not really happy when they have to go to work and study and learn a skill and a trade, right? That doesn't make you happy. But what makes most people happy nowadays? Going out to the clubs, chilling with women, indulging in drugs. So you start chasing this happiness, you start really, I always say, you're really fucking up your life. By chasing happiness, it's not going to lead you anywhere. It's just going to lead you to attract vices that make you feel like you're happy, but then at the long term, you're really going to regret it. Because in the long term, you're going to realize you spent all your money on what? Bullshit. What I always say, instead of trying to live a happy life, you should try to live a life that you're proud of. Like, for example, people say, yo, you're a fucking gym rat. You must love going to the gym. No, the gym must make you happy. No, it doesn't. But you know what it makes me? It makes me feel fucking proud when I wake up early in the morning. Or even if I do a workout after work and I go to the gym, it makes me proud. I'm not happy when I'm in that bitch, but I feel proud afterwards. And that's what people should really be focused on. Because if you focus on chasing happiness, then you end up doing vices and all this other bullshit that make you feel like you're happy when you're really not. You should really be focusing on trying to be proud with your life, doing the things that make you proud, delay gratification.
Where now he's speaking facts. He said you happy when you go to work and you love the work that you do. Yeah. That's
Facts.
that's what people should aim for. Like,
Now my boy Charlie got a right mindset. That man, he a get money nigga. Let's put it that way.
or
Say
drugs and
what?
liquor
Drugs
don't
and
make
liquor
you
don't
happy.
make you happy, just make you not feel anything.
Mm.
Nah, yeah, I definitely agree with that. But people feel like they happy. That's how I look at it. Why do they want to go drink liquor and all that other shit? It's because they already don't feel anything. They feel like picking up a bottle. Oh, I feel turned. Like, why you got to put liquor in your system to be in front of a bunch of ladies? Why can't you just be your sober self and be able to go talk to that woman at the club? Why is it that when you link up with your homies, it got to be a sife every single time?
Yeah, I look at peace as like being neutral. Like,
Yeah, chase true happiness, not fake happiness.
yeah, that
Yeah,
fake
nah, I like
happiness.
that. But sometimes people confuse that shit.
Yeah, they don't realize the dopamine that they chasing dopamine releases, and that's the fake happiness.
Yeah, that's why people gotta be very careful with that word happy. That's why I don't even like that word happy. I get where Charlie's coming from. He's speaking facts. Like from one individual to another, I know where he's coming
Yeah,
from. And I understand that true happiness and fake happiness. But that's what I'm saying right there. If you actually focus on doing things that make you proud and delay gratification, you tend to actually end up being happy. Like when I first started working out and getting the results, in the beginning, going through the workout, going through all that pain, the sweat, the wake up, all that bullshit, not making me happy. But throughout the day, I'm feeling proud of my workouts. Later on, I'm getting results. I'm feeling proud. And then after that delayed gratification, what ends up happening, being proud, you end up happy. Same thing with learning a new skill, a new trade. You're not happy when you first have to learn it. All this shit don't make sense to you. But the more you just keep pushing through, going to being proud, then you learn a new skill, a new trade, start making more money. What do you end up being in the long term? Happiness.
but
So I would
it
say that
depends.
don't chase after happiness, chase after doing the things that'll make you
It
proud.
also depends how you look at it, because some people enjoy the process of learning something. So even if it's like a new skill or a trade they're learning, they just be happy learning it, like because they look forward to that learning process. So happiness is really the mindset and like inside within. If you're looking for happiness outside of you, that's fake happiness.
Yeah, yeah. Now, actually, you're not lying about that because every time I chill with a chick and she want to put on Netflix, I tell her, like, she's like, what do you watch? I'm like, yo, my entertainment is YouTube University. It's like, yo, she want to put on a show. I'm like, yo, go watch a little show if you want to. I'm gonna hop on my phone. I'm about to learn some shit. And I laugh about it, and people be like, yo, you like some chicks be like, oh damn, you boring, bitch. I'm not here. I'm not here to please you. I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, I'm here to learn. Like, this is my entertainment. I feel entertained when I learn some new shit. Like when I learn some new shit to put into my business, and I know it's going to make me more money. That to me is entertaining. I know everybody finds entertainment in a different way.
Where
What they saying in the comments before? I mean, if you have any topics you want to bring about, go ahead, bro. Shoot them out. Like I said, I don't really got no questions like that. It was basically just focused on what we said: mindset, marketing, and muscles. If you want to get straight to the muscles, by all means. I'm just gonna read what these guys are saying right now. Gotta have a good mindset to know the difference. Yeah, we definitely were talking about that. In order to get a good mindset, you got to start learning how to control your mindset. You got to start doing other things to control. Matter of fact, we could brush up on that. How would you say you could get a good mindset? What would you tell somebody? or even someone younger. Let's put it that way.
Just
We don't even got to be talking to the people that are watching. It's more like what would you say to someone to develop a good mindset?
start talking to yourself positively every day.
Facts, self talk, big
That self talk, it starts with that.
big time.
Uh,
No, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. You got to be very careful with your words. Very careful with the words that you speak upon. Like sometimes when people wake up, they're like, I always say this shit all the time. People wake up, they're like, damn, I got to go to work. No, you get to go to work. At least you have a fucking job. It could be worse. You could have no job and then you got bills right around the corner. At least you have a fucking job, you know? It's the little tweaks that you say in your mind. Like it's still the same shit. At least I get to go to a job, you know? Like, but you change one little word, that shit changes your whole perspective in your mind.
yeah, yeah. Now that self talk, it starts with all that, and then once you master that, then it's like the rest is easy. I feel like.
Facts. They say, Lil, yo, you keep calling me this word, bro. That's not what I go by, man. Show respect, bro. But I appreciate the compliment. Yes, your boy did lose hella weight in a few months. Thank you, thank you. And that all comes down to mindset. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Let me keep it 100. For those that are curious to know, when I first started my journey, right, this workout shit, it wasn't to lose weight. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. It wasn't to lose weight. I was going through a very hard time in my life, and that's why I want people to understand that when your life is comfortable, and what I mean by comfortable, like y'all know what I mean. Y'all comfortable. Everything's going good. You got that good woman on your side, cooking and cleaning for you. You know you everything's just good, comfortable. That's when you kind of like stop growing. So when you see yourself getting way too comfortable, you got to snap out of that shit. But when I was going through this hard time in my life, I would say some people want to call it depression, sadness, whatever. I utilized working out to get me out of that funk because I just needed to take the pain out somehow, some way. So what I started doing was going on runs. When I went on runs, it would just give me this clarity. But later on, I found out the logic and the science behind it. You know, obviously the dopamine, the chemicals that were released after a workout for those that want to get nitty and gritty with the science. When you go work out, you get these chemicals, these what is it called again? These whatever the fucking word is, but your dopamine starts releasing and you start getting these chemicals, this good feeling afterwards. When you first start working out, hell no, but I bet you finish that workout, and I'm pretty sure everybody in here has worked out, even if you don't have a body of a fucking warrior. You have worked out before, and people have felt that feeling afterwards. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, and that's what made me start going through my journey. I was going through some sad, depressed shit, and I was taking it out, like I was saying before. You could either lay in bed, mope about it like a bitch, or you could use that unlimited energy that God bestowed upon you and fucking use it for something else. And that's what I did. Instead of laying in the bed, sad, mopey and shit, I said, fuck this shit, nigga. I'm going to fucking shed tears while I'm fucking sweating, running in this fucking cold ass weather. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of people play victim. They play victim and they want to cry about their circumstances.
That victim mentality bullshit. Y'all should do a CrossFit gym. Like yo, that my you talking to my boy Mon right there. He the one with all everything that if y'all see me progress and my body get built, just remember, yo, shout out to this guy right here. He put me on to all that game and knowledge about nutrition, the
Appreciate
workouts, how to do the workouts. I mean, I applaud. Look, Mo be the first to join Chris' program. Nah, that shit gonna be me fucking Mon's program, man. Everything I'm doing is Mon's program right now. Honestly, if you want me to be 1,000
Appreciate
in there, need to lose some pounds. Yo, bro. Yo, if you serious, bro, we out, bro. Cause honestly, if the weather was better, bro, me and Mont talked about this before. We would start bringing people out to work out with us publicly. Not fuck a gym. You get
you.
me? We'll tell people meet us up. This is gonna be a group workout. You better be on time, cause if you're not on time, we're not gonna wait for you. You know, if someone's serious, they're really gonna do it. So if you're really serious about fucking losing weight, yo, reach out to me, bro. Like I actually respect that because that's another thing. A lot of people nowadays are too arrogant or with their ego to want to reach out for help. Like
Yeah,
I had to start reaching out for help. I reached my I lost weight, but I started looking like a frail motherfucker and I want to build muscle. So I got to reach out to people and find out, even if I have to pay for it, to get the results that I want. You can't be scared. People down to pay for alcohols going on a night out, but people don't want to pay for their own health and to learn actually something that goes.
that's a strength to be able to ask for help.
Yeah, man. Ain't no weakness, man. You grow from asking for help. You stay quiet, you ain't gonna get shit done.
Where?
What we got here? Fernandez said, "You have to love what you do. You have to want to learn and perfect your craft. My work never ends when I get home after work. There's more work." Yeah, I fucking love that shit. Yo, shout out to you, bro, for even saying that. I've always been preaching that. People work a 9 to 5, or even if they're running their business from 9 to 5 and they get out after 5, I always say that's when the real work begins. Because if you work a 9 to 5, that's only going to pay for your liabilities. That's not going to get you rich. And when I talk about rich, I'm not talking about rich to boast and be materialistic. I'm talking about being rich is chasing freedom. That's true freedom. When you're rich, you're able to do what you want, when you want, however you want. A lot of people are stuck in New Jersey because they can't easily go on a 2 month vacation and go to a different country because, oh, bills, I got to go back, I got to go pay the bills. So money's holding people back on really experiencing true freedom.
Where? That freedom, man.
But matter of fact, you want to touch up on
Yeah,
that?
that passive income is the way. Like that's the way out of the 9 to 5 matrix. Where you just gotta find a skill set and develop that skill set, sharpen it up, and master it, and figure out how to sell, well, like through service to others, like providing a service to others through that skill set, and because that's how you're gonna provide real value through changing somebody's life.
Facts. And a big thing I do want to mention also is, and I'm about to do this soon, so I'll give a little information. This 2024 was supposed to be the year that I had money saved up to actually get the fuck out of New Jersey, and I didn't end up doing that. Family emergency happened. Family come first. But 2025 is the year to save up a bunch of bread, and I'm speaking this to existence and letting know everybody else they should take this advice. And if you could beat me to it to do this, then go fucking do this. I want to touch upon about the nomad life. Basically, how people are only staying stuck in their hometown. People are not exploring and going out to different areas. Like, leave your hometown, leave your
Right.
area. Now, if you got kids and shit like that, I understand. But if it's possible and doable, leave your hometown, because there are great opportunities elsewhere that people do not know about. But if you stay stuck in the same state, same bullshit, same people, you're not going to experience new friends, new people. Your same old friends are not going to look upon you and look at you like, something big. Like, even every business that I started, whether even when I made music back in the day, the best support that I ever got were from strangers that were not in fucking New Jersey.
Yeah, I had somebody from the UK tell me I'll pay to hear you speak, and that was a while ago.
And that
Oh,
comes to show your biggest supporters are going to be the people that don't fucking know you. And it's okay. It's fucking okay.
yeah.
It's fucking
When I
okay.
seen that, I was like, damn, somebody overseas is willing to pay money to hear me speak my mind.
That's like
Damn.
a big eye opener right there. And that's the power of the internet. So
Yeah.
for those that are tuning in, you got to be able to use even the internet to make money. Like, I don't see a lot of people with websites not trying to make money on the internet. What you just mentioned right now, someone overseas told you that they're willing to pay to hear you to hear you speak, I should say. That's crazy.
Yeah. That humbled me, oh dear. I was like, damn. And I didn't really get to content creating right away, but now I'm getting to it, knowing that. So.
Well, you say, where y'all park? I'm calling the cops, loitering. Uh, they said, Mo, you shot out. Nigga said, in your driveway, cuz. Mom, you could just talk, bro. My boy dropping addresses. What the fuck? I mean, nah, I don't want to be Neo so bad. Yo, chill, chill, chill. Nah, I don't want to be Neo so bad. You know what I find mad weird? Ever since I started wearing glasses, so many men are telling me to take off. The only person, like, listen, I know a lot of ladies tell me I got beautiful eyes, but goddamn, I never heard so many men want to make me take off my glasses, bro. He said, "Goat, my man Tony sold 10 pits and COVID, each dog 1 year old." This guy. Yeah. Yo, man, multiple streams of income, baby. You get me? Yo, don't get me wrong, man. That my baby girl Princess, that's the name of my pit. That my baby girl Princess made me a lot of money, man. You feel me? It was her time. It was her time to start paying rent around the house.
Word.
You feel me? Honestly, I don't want to make her go through that shit no more though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's mad stressful on my behalf, and let alone for her. Let me see what people saying. How they talking to each other up in here. Damn, I gotta scroll through this shit. When y'all see me get buffed, just know I shut that soft that shit up and had the Rico Rich mindset. Yo, what's up, my man? No,
Who said that?
I know T got it, bro. T, you got it, bro. Gang, y'all killing them with the shades. Is my 10% still good? This guy, yeah, y'all funny, man. All debt reports. What? All debts report to dance floor. All debt. Facts. The world is bigger than Hackensack. Okay, preach. You get more support playing against the home team. Okay, I wasn't talking to Tony Parker, Jigga, multiple stream of incomes, landlord, get up there. Shout out here in Colombia. Yo, that's what I'm saying. He's out. Look. Who was it? TiVo out in Colombia. Yeah, I do want to actually brush up upon that. So what I do want to mention to people, if y'all not doing it, I have already businesses making money online. And the reason why I'm big on preaching, yo, make money online on the internet is this. Because if you could learn how to make money online, right? Even if you could make a measly $1,000 or $2,000 a month. Now, let's say you can actually travel to Colombia. Now you're making this money living in a foreign country. So a lot of people always ask me, yo, how do I make more money? Well, sometimes it's not about trying to make more money where you're at. It's about just moving where your location is. Now, if you learn how to make money on the internet, simply having a phone, a laptop, and Wi-Fi, you're fucking balling out in these countries. Imagine what you could do in Colombia with $2,000-$3,000 a month. That shit crazy. But most people, like I said, too scared. Their mindset holds them back to want to live that nomad life. And I'm not talking about even traveling to the foreign country. I'm talking about trying to learn how to make money online. Like
Right.
you guys could hit me up, try to get game from me. Eventually, I'm going to have courses, give out free ebooks and all that stuff, how to make money online. But if you want to just start it up, go to YouTube University, start typing how to make money online. Start like I'm big on this. And even if you have a business that's like a service business, like you're offering a specific service, you can still make money online. Look, I'm about to put you on game right now. If you have a business, like for example, I run a labor service business and your business is doing very good, like you're actually generating money and making income, then what you should definitely do is hop online, stop just trying to sell your services, but learn how to sell digital products. What I mean by that is if you're selling a service and your business is doing good, tell people, hey, you want to learn how to run a labor service business? I can teach you how. And then you make courses, you make a bunch of videos that you have to make one time, and then you resell that shit as a digital product. Now you're making money besides just the service of the clients you're serving, and now you're making money off of people that want to learn to do what the fuck you're doing as a business owner.
Right.
Multiple streams of income. So many people, when they hear the word multiple streams of income, it does not mean start this business, start that business. No, you're fucking getting lost in that
You can
shit.
have one business with multiple levels.
Exactly.
That's what I want to do.
Facts. Shout out Columbia, Europe, Vivo. Next time I'll jump up for my boys. Carcast, can we get a pod like when niggas talk like this? Yo, pod is coming soon. So for those that are saying, yo, why haven't you started a podcast yet? Your boy's in the works. I'm trying to make sure everything is all like fine and dandy with the equipment and all that. But I'm the type of guy that I don't like to wait. So this is, in a sense, our podcast for now. Instagram live shows. We drop all this game, and then eventually, once we build up the fan base and people tuning in, and hopefully you guys are sharing this shit, by then the equipment will be set up, the spot will be located, and we'll be able to have guests actually pull up in person and have us right next to each other. Maybe the shades might come off.
Yeah, next year it could
Uh,
get
we got
interesting.
someone giving game out here. If you got a business, get a trust because niggas cheat, and your bitch gonna keep half if you don't. Oh shit, yo, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Your bitch is only going to get half if you sign that paper that the government makes you sign. So for any man watching and listen to this, I can only speak for myself, but yo, if my chick wants to get married, cool. We could do the little ceremony, like walking down the aisle or do a little party and shit. But ain't no way, no disrespect, bitch. I ain't signing no paper. You are not about to get half of none. I'm not letting the government intervene in our relationship. Anybody that's going through any type of child support or problems with the government with babies, you should know you never want the government to be able to control your life in any aspect. So do not sign that paper. And if you did, you're fucked already. You got to deal with the consequences.
Damn.
What they say. I mean, if you want to say anything upon that, man, go ahead and let them know.
Yeah, I have nothing to add
The,
to that.
he's like,
I
he's
kind of
like,
always,
nah.
I kind of always agree with that. Like marriage is like through the government signing papers. Like that's just papers. Like if you and your girl agree to stay with each other and just be loyal to each other, like
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. He said, all right, all right, facts, make sure you have that trust on standby, Major Jim. Yeah. Nah, I agree with you. Even, man, make that bitch sign a prenup or figure it out. But nah, that's a Major Jim. He not lying, man. You dead facts. If any way to protect your assets and protect yourself as a man, I tell man, do whatever's necessary. Matter of fact, I'm gonna probably hit up Mo and figure out how to do this trust that he's mentioning. He said, facts, throw her empanadas. Kick her out year 6. Yeah, I mean that's another thing. That's another thing. If you live with your woman, that's very dangerous and scary. Honestly, you gotta be careful living with your woman because, like I said, it goes back to when you live with your woman. I'm not trying to come at females to bash them, but this I'm speaking from my experience. And if you guys can relate, hallelujah, preach it. But if you can't, this is just my experience. But when you get around females, females tend to uh, fuck it. Some females tend to slow you down. Like for example, what I mentioned. If I start kicking it back at a shorty spot, right? And then she'll start wanting to watch show, like, oh, watch a show with me, do this, do that, do this. And at the end of the day, you have to show love to your woman. I'm not saying don't show her love, but my point is that because you have to eventually show her some type of love, it slows you down. Chicks slow you down. When you're around your fellas and your guys, it's more like a competitive spirit. It's more like, yo, what are we doing? How we getting to the bag? How we doing this? How we doing that? But at the end of the day, if you a lover boy, by all means, love your chick and do what you got to do. All I'm saying is that chicks tend to slow people down. Just be careful with it, and just make sure you have a balance with it. Is all I'm trying to say.
nah, that's true.
What up? What up? What up? Everybody tuning in. Yo, by the way, if y'all have any questions, any topics y'all want us to discuss about, just to get our mindset of what we think about the type of shit, by all means, spit it out. Another thing that I was going to mention. What was I going to mention? Actually, let's go into the muscles. Let's talk about some muscles. And that you're more. I'm gonna let you take the lead on this because I'm learning from you. I'm learning
I
from you.
mean, what we want to talk about?
Well, pretty much. Well, for starters, if y'all tuning in, everybody watching, if y'all could do me the favor, type in a question, anything that has to do with like gaining muscle, nutrition, etc. Like, what do you guys want to know? Right now, you guys could ask any question to a fucking personal trainer that you
Free
would
game,
normally
free game.
free game. You would normally have to pay for a consultation, but right now you have the chance to get some free game. So go ahead and ask those questions. Meanwhile, we wait for those questions. I'll think of a question just to spit off the top of the dome. I would say we kind of brushed upon this last time, but I would say like, all right, talk about more about like my problem that I had. Like I was mentioning to you before, like I was working out. Like I think it was like last year. I wasn't getting as much as results as working out. Like basically, what did you tell me at the time?
Oh, okay. So the rest, yeah, because yeah, I think you were doing a lot of two a days
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah. I was overworking out. I was
Yeah,
working out way too
overtraining,
much.
and then not getting enough rest or eating enough as well.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, that was big. That was big time. See, all this information might be new to y'all, or y'all might already know this shit, but this is a reminder that y'all need to hear. So touching up on what you just said, I even told Ma, I was like, yo, I wasn't getting the results. I'm working out like crazy. And then when he broke down my lifestyle and he tried to figure out, all right, well, are you doing this, and that? And then I was like, fuck, how this motherfucker know? Like, what is he, a sidekick? Like, I was like, yeah, I wasn't, all right. I wasn't resting as much as I should because, I'm fucking trying to work and do some shit. But then it all comes back to what you mentioned to me before. Discipline is doing what you don't want to do.
Right.
See, I have the heart to want to work so much, but
Yeah.
I had to learn the discipline to be like, all right, Chris, you need to go to sleep now. You need
Yeah.
to rest so your muscles can gain.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know, but the number one way to grow muscle and to recover and repair muscle is through the NREM, which is the non-rapid eye movement cycle of the sleep. So you're always in rapid eye movement or non-rapid eye movement. That you're always in and out through those cycles while you're sleeping. And the non-rapid eye movement is the deep sleep. That's where you're getting all the gains.
Mm. And how much hours of sleep would you normally get? Like, do you take naps throughout the day, shit
I
like
think,
that? Like,
well, it depends on your body and like how much your energy requires. Like, I think everybody's different, but for me, I like 6 to 8 max. Like, I don't like no more than 8 hours. Like,
okay, okay, okay. All right.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good with six though. Like, I like six.
All right, my boy said, congrats on your moving business. I'm out to FIFA. All right, yo, enjoy your video game, my nigga. Make sure I see you play FIFA and start running on the field as well. Bust the sweat real quick. Gem, shut that shit up and wake up early. Talk about how you discipline your mind to have the mental alarm clock to wake up when you don't want to. Oh, that's a good
That's a
question.
good one. That's a good one. I mean, you gotta just like realize it's not about what you want, because if you go by what you want, you're just gonna live a bad, messy life, like an unstable life. Yeah, because people go by their feelings and what they want, and feelings are always swinging. You have to go by something more stable, more rigid, which is what you're supposed to do. Like, you always just wake up. What are you supposed to do?
Mm,
Like, forget. Don't identify with your body. Don't go with what your body feels. Go with the mind and think positive thoughts. Think about improvement. Think about leveling up. All those things are you got to think about. Think about it. There's somebody with way more money than you, already enjoying their life way more than you're enjoying your life, and still going harder, working harder.
mm.
Like that. That's crazy. Like,
That is. Honestly, that should be hitting me hard when I be thinking about
there's
that shit. I'm
there's
like, yo,
somebody waking up
someone
driving
got
a Rolls.
more than me and they're working
Yeah,
harder than me. Nah, I gotta go on overdrive, man. A lot of
yeah.
people don't realize that shit.
There's people waking up in mansions in Miami, waking and driving Rolls Royce and chilling and got nothing to do. They working probably like 20, 30 minutes of the day because they're just the boss of their own company, and they get up at 3, 4 a.m. like working hard. Like they got to that level working hard, and they still working hard.
So, to the moon. Nah, but yeah, Fernandez, if you're still here, definitely I'll touch up even on that topic. I agree with what he's saying. It's definitely on. It's a bunch of feelings because it's not like I don't have those thoughts in my head when I wake up. It's not like, damn, I don't want to get up. It's mad. Like maybe just 20 minutes more of sleep, an hour
Yeah,
more. Shit happens, but like that goes back to controlling your mindset and literally doing what his user tag name says. I always say you gotta shut that shit up. You got to remind yourself when you hear those thoughts, that's not really you. That's like your worst enemy. You ever heard of the saying like you are your own worst enemy? That's your word. That's not really who you are deep down inside. That's the lazy. That I don't mean no disrespect, but that's the bitch in us sometimes.
yeah,
And you got to soft that shit up and be like, no, what the fuck? I said I'm going to wake up 5 in the morning. I want to get results. I want to. Then you got to self-talk yourself. You got to fight that shit. Basically, that's what I do. I have to fight that shit. Sometimes, if I'm even around a chick, she'll hear me like talking, and she'll be like, "Yo, who you talking to?" I'm like, "I'm talking to myself." I'm like, "Yo, I'm trying to shut my mind up right now. I'm fighting demons right now to be able to go to the gym and shit." But the more you do it, this is the crazy part about it. The more you do it, the easier it gets.
right.
Because you're literally training your mind like you're training a muscle. Like the more you like with how like, oh, I want to go do this, like I want to go sleep, but then you wake up and then you start doing it for a week, 2 weeks. You start your mind starts building, like they say, muscle memory. Well, your mind starts getting its own muscle memory to just be able to do it naturally.
Yep.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, yeah. You just
Hopefully that helps you out in some sense. But that's what I do to shut that shit up.
and it just feels good. Like it's like a solitude thing. You got to learn to enjoy solitude too, because when you wake up that early, you kind of could feel like the whole world is sleeping and only a few people are awake right now getting to it.
Yeah,
So
especially when you hop in your car and you see that traffic.
it just feels like a good, like, peaceful solitude moment. If you value solitude, like, you will look forward to, like, waking up early.
Facts. Oh shit, I didn't even notice this shit. Shout out to Moon. People were asking some questions. I didn't even see this shit. So
Yeah, I don't see anything on mine.
nah, I see it over here. So it says, how do you help? All right, so this might be for you. How do you help clients identify blind spots in their mindset that they might not even be aware of?
That's a good one. Um, I would first ask that person. I would first assess them, like, how are they with themselves? Like, do they even spend time with themselves like that? Because that's true. A lot of people do things that they're not even aware of, and that's that passive behavior. That's that subconscious be, programming. So it's really about how you spend time with yourself and what you pay attention to about yourself.
Facts.
Because once you start there, then you start noticing things like, okay, then I wasn't even aware I'd be doing that or I'd be thinking that way. Like, you could spot it more because you're paying more attention.
Facts. No, that's for sure, for sure. Even to touch up on that question, because that honestly, that is a good question. I'll have to repeat it again. That's how good the question is for those that are tuning in if you missed it. But it basically, they ask, how do you help clients identify blind spots in their mindset that they might not even be aware of? Well, it's like what he just touched upon before previously, saying like you have to be more conscious of the habits that you're building. So
And
sometimes,
observant as well, like watching what you do. Like,
fact. So that's how I look at it sometimes. Like in order to figure out your blind spots and all that other stuff, the way I look at it is this: it's more like a removal process. You have to understand the mindset that you have right now. If you finally woke up and want to change your mindset and you're not happy with your mindset, well, you kind of have to deprogram your shit. You have to realize the mindset you have right now has been programmed. In a
yeah,
sense, maybe it's the stuff that you started watching and this, so you have to start deprogramming it. Basically, like think clearly and forget everything that you learned. If you were taught that this is gonna help you out, take that shit off. Like sometimes people always ask, how do people end up becoming successful? But the best advice that I ever got was, it's not about what to add to do in your day, but it's what you should start removing in your life. If you start removing certain things, that actually is going to help your mindset grow. I'm not here to say just devices, but it. For example, how are you spending your time? Who are you spending your time with? If you're really trying to change your mindset, all that has to change,
right.
because the blind spots are really just there because you're just still following the same program in a sense. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, there's something there that you're not paying attention to,
But the
or you're not.
more and more that you start taking things out of your life, that's how I feel like you start getting more aware.
And that's why
Like,
isolation is important.
yeah, because then you won't be able to, yeah, exactly. You won't be able to fucking see shit until you're really by yourself and you start noticing. Like,
You have to be
even
by
when you're
your.
isolated, you start noticing who really wants to be around you type shit.
True. Yeah. You have to cut out all vices. You have to stop surrounding yourself with anybody and just, like, really question yourself sober and watch yourself. How do you act? How do you think? What's the first thought that comes to mind? If the first thought comes to mind being sober and nobody around is you want to smoke, all right, right there you catch yourself like, why do I want to smoke right away? I should think about eating first. I should think about working out first. Like,
My boy said the third eye. Mary J removed. How y'all feel? Oh, bro. We talk about that, man. Mary J removed. I'm not here even capping, man. I'm not gonna lie. For those that know me, especially for those that know I'm the fucking biggest pothead out here. I was smoking since the age of 13, 14. And I would say just taking fucking not smoking no more. It's literally has me more focused, has me way more productive. I'm pretty much not eating so bad. Like when you're on that shit, it's like it's like you can easily fall for temptation. For another big factor that I noticed me being off the Mary Jane is that I'm not so addicted to even pussy. Like everybody has their own thorns and their own vices. My shit was marijuana and chasing after bitches. And me getting off the marijuana makes me more focused to not want to go think with my little head, but think with my fucking big head. So that speaks for itself. And like I said, you're just more focused, more productive. If you really want to get with the science behind shit, you smoke weed, you're really fucking up your brains. Like you can look it up. You're really fucking up um, shit that's going on in your brain. Now, do people smoke it for medication and different type of purposes? Yes, of course, that's understood. But that's the problem. Weed is supposed to be medication. How many people do you see popping fucking Advils morning, afternoon, and night? You're not seeing that shit. Imagine a motherfucking popping a perk morning, afternoon, and night. Nah, if you need weed because you suffer some sort of PTSD or some shit, then yeah, smoke it late at night, go to sleep. Okay, that's cool. If that's what you need. But my mindset and thinking, I always looked at it like, yo, I don't want to depend on something to go to sleep. Even like shorty girls used to put me on to melatonin and all this other shit. I started taking it. Yes, does it make me fall asleep? But then I just hate that feeling that I need that thing to be me, to do what I need to do. I was like, nah, I don't want that shit.
Right.
And we do have another question. It says, how do you stay inspired and continue to grow as a mindset coach?
You want to answer that or me?
Uh, it don't matter.
Um, well, inspiration. I made a video about this. It's like it comes from inside, and that's why it's like inspire. I feel like it comes because it comes from within. So it's like you have to figure out how to tap into that inside of you because everybody has it. We all have that capability to just draw inspiration from anything at any time. And I think, in my opinion, it comes from gratitude. Like the more grateful you are, the more naturally inspired you'll be because you'll just feel good just from being grateful, and just that good feeling like you'll just like be happy and be able to see things differently in different ways that in details that other people don't see it. It shit is it gets trippy. Like you could feels like I'm on shrooms when I'm really grateful for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
But yeah, that inspiration is way better than motivation because you could motivate other people just by drawing inspiration. Instead of waiting for motivation, you could draw inspiration and motivate somebody else.
That's def true. If I was to touch up on that shit, I look at it. How do you stay inspired and continue to grow as a mindset coach? Well, the way that I stay inspired, or like if I had to give advice even to a youngin, I would always tell someone live life as if someone's watching over you. And when I say someone's watching over you, someone that you respect and admire. Like if you respect and admire them, pretend all your life, like wherever you go, you know, pretend that they're right behind you, watching you. For
You could
example,
say that's your higher self, like your future self, your higher self. Like you want to impress that person so that when the future comes, you become that.
facts. That's what I would say. That's what helps me out because I always look at it like that. Like back even when I was in my little church days, that's how I looked upon it. People's like, "Yo, how'd you stay sober for 3 years? Yada yada. How do you withstand from sex and not fuck bitches at the age of 16 to like 19, 20?" And it was really that mindset. It was literally, "Yo, God's watching. Even when He's not here, He's watching." So you should have that same mindset. You should feel like, "Yo, the people that you love, whether it's your kids, your parents, they're watching you. Imagine they're watching your every move. Think about it. Would you want to sit around there and just start, wasting your time, wasting your money, doing stupid shit? You're those people that you admire and respect so much are watching your every single move. Are you going to not saying that people do this, but most guys, are you going to sit there and just jerk off, smoke weed all day? No, the people that respect you, admire you, if they saw you do that shit, you even want to do that? You wouldn't even dare do that shit. But because you're not feeling like you're being watched, then people end up doing that shit. So that's my shit upon that question. And if how do I stay inspired or continue to grow? I just keep in mind like, yo, I got my homie Elvin that passed away still looking down upon me, and he's like, yo, you said you gonna do this, this, and that. Are you fucking doing it? So I just always feel like someone's watching me even when I'm not being watched. We kind of talked about this. You could see the questions when I post them right now. I
No,
tried to.
no, I don't see it.
I just click the button now. Do you see it now or no? Like in the
No,
bottom.
no.
Damn, I don't know why it does that. It's just showing on my screen. But it basically, this question says, we kind of touched upon it, but we could basically saying, how do you define happiness?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people want to know the answer to that, but happiness to me is just like I said, like an emotion. It's fleeting. It comes and goes, and you can cultivate it within, but is you shouldn't like aim for that. You should aim for peace,
Yeah,
master
that's
peace, because life is always ups and downs. You have to just accept that there's always going to be ups and downs, and you're not always going to get things your way. So you have to be at peace with that understanding.
yeah, I agree.
Because
Yeah,
once you're at peace with that understanding, then there's nothing that could really upset you, and
yeah,
that alone is more valuable than chasing happiness.
yeah. I'm with you on that, man. Someone asked me, "Oh, what's happiness, man? Fuck happiness."
Yeah.
Not literally, but like, if someone says, "Yo, define happiness," I'll say, "Yo, that's like an emotion that women and children should have."
To
I
me,
don't think a
happiness.
man should.
To me, happiness is like that fake romance love, like that dreamy love
That
story,
fairy tale Disney
that
shit.
fairy tale love story shit. Like that's fake. Like that doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
like yeah, fuck that shit. Like
Like
I don't know. Like
you're
I'm
gonna
not trying
have
to say
real
don't
rock.
be happy and be miserable, but I'm saying like people are so focused on chasing happiness. It's like yo, forget happiness. It's like yo, just go what makes you proud. I don't even want to think about being happy because the best moments that I think when if I somewhat felt happy would be when I was doing stupid shit.
You know what's funny? That me not chasing happiness and just rather care about mastering peace instead. That I just feel that makes me feel happy just having that mindset.
Facts.
So I'm not even chasing happiness, and I automatically naturally feel happy just with the mindset I have.
Uh, Now for those that are here, tuned in. If anybody got any type of questions now we're gonna switch it up. Try to what time is it? Yeah, we def gotta. Actually, I think we should just end it right here. Matter of fact, we about to end it right here. We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say,
It's been an
I,
hour. It's been.
yeah, yeah,
You
I
about to
know
make
we
it like
said we're
last
gonna,
time.
huh?
You better make it like
Yeah,
last time.
yeah, yeah. I didn't even realize the time. Shit just was going smooth.
Nah,
Shit was
yeah.
going smooth. I
It
can't
was
lie.
smooth. It was
But
smooth.
nah. Next time, for those that are tuning in, I know I did say we're gonna touch up on marketing. I'll definitely next live. I'll start off with the marketing. And what I mean by marketing, I feel like I have tons of value of information to show people on how to market their business, um, how to get more into sales, how to basically drive more clients to your fucking business, and how to make more money with your business. I did drop some gems on how to already do that a little bit, but next time, I'm going to start off with the conversation about marketing. So for those that tune in, I appreciate y'all. I don't know if you have any last words to say to these guys.
Just work out. Start working out.
He's like, yo, work out. And we're not just talking about the body, baby. We're talking about the mind as well.
Start
Start
working
figuring that
out.
shit out too.
You're not
Nah,
getting
but
niggas ain't getting no younger, man.
nah, that's true. That's true, man.
You don't use it, you gonna lose it. Eventually, niggas gonna start losing it.
Yeah, cutting them with those words. But yo, for those that tune in late, don't worry. I am going to post this on YouTube. So if you missed whatever type of gems and all this game that you basically missed out on, and when I say game, I'm talking about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If you missed out, you didn't miss out. You just missed out to get it. Now you're gonna have to wait till it's on YouTube. So I'm gonna have to make y'all wait a little bit before I post that. But all this information is gonna be out. So yo, I appreciate you, Mom, for tuning
Of
in.
course.
I'm gonna let you. I know you're a busy man. You gotta handle a bunch of shit. So
Likewise.
I'll holler at you later. Right? Good night, fellas. Fuck the free world. All
I'm
right,
checking
man.
out.
Yo, I'm gonna take it down though. Yo, I'm gonna holler at you, bro. All
You ready?
right, yo.